Correct. The HDBs are also of a new benchmark. So government is not actually doing their job to
No, they are. Felix, we are finally at this.
Yes.
How are you feeling now?
Good. I'm excited to present Skye at Holland to our viewers also.
Yes.
So let's go.
Are you nervous?
I'm okay. Actually, this is our first new development review.
Yes.
So naturally, Agatha and I would be a little bit nervous, but right now I'm feeling
So
okay.
please pardon us if there's any hiccups in between.
Yes, if we stutter or whatever, please give us some chance. We will be getting better in the days to come, but we really want to deliver some objective value to our viewers over here.
Correct.
Yeah.
So we are taking, our courage
Yes.
to bring this to you. So guys, welcome to our first ever episode of our new development review.
Yeah.
I'm Agatha and this is Felix.
Yes.
We have a combined experience of more than 11 years. We are from G&A Real Estate. So our team have actually brought 700 clients to invest in properties safely. So this is actually our first, like what he mentioned, our first new development review, hoping to do more of this. So we actually seek to have your support. Please like, share and subscribe if you like us, love us, trust us.
After you hear, if it makes sense to you, like, share, subscribe, and we'll be deeply appreciative.
Yeah, so we do not only do new developments, we actually also do sale and purchase of residential properties like HDB, condo, and even landed homes. Yeah, so feel free to actually drop us a WhatsApp. Our numbers will be shown below. Alright, so let's take it away. Today we'll be talking about Skye at Holland. So who is Skye?
Yeah, so actually Skye is, if you go to the One Holland Village area, you will see that there's a big plot of construction over there. That's actually Skye at Holland. And this is actually the last GLS plot in the heart of Holland Village. So another land has already recently been sold at Holland Link, but that one is kind of further away from this entire area itself. If you want maximum convenience, which is like a stone's throw away, you can go to One Holland Village or maybe like your old Holland Village, right? Then this is actually the last piece of land that people can get their hands on already.
Yeah. Another one which is at Holland Link is not close to the MRT. It is located near 6th Avenue.
Yeah, Bukit Timah Enclave, the landed enclave. So we will touch a bit more on the land prices later and we will touch on that as well. Yeah.
Okay, so something about the fact sheet. This is in District 10, so it's in CCR. And there are a total of 2 blocks of 40 stories, 666 units. Very interesting number, right?
Yeah. So actually 666 is if you are kind of in Christian or whatever, this is actually the devil's number. But of course, I'm sure that the developers do have some thoughts about this.
Yeah, maybe it's their what number.
Maybe it's their what number. Like Ori was 777, right? So this is 666.
Correct.
Let's see.
Okay, yes, so they do have 666 car park lots as well, which I feel is pretty good because it's almost 1-to-1, inclusive of 18 EV lots. And this is really a lot because other developments, from what we know, probably only like Linden Woods, I don't think they provide 1-to-1 car park lots. Yes, so very, very good. Especially with the EV, right? Nowadays, there are so many EV cars in Singapore. Yeah, so we do need that.
Yeah, so in fact, I think for Linden Woods or even for Bloomsbury, the lots are not 1-to-1. So a lot of them actually do not have space for a car as well. Yeah, so for this one, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, despite being close to the MRT.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so developer will be UOL. And UOL, I'm sure everyone knows them. Their recent projects would be Upper House at Orchard, Park Tower Residences at Tampines, Mayor Blue, Pine Tree Hill and Amo Residences. And also Capital Land, so they are the big boys. They just recently did One Pearl Bank, Canning Hill Piers, Sengkang Grand Residences and Jayden. Architect, very well known globally. They are P&T Group. So recently they did Park Nova, OMG, One Marina Gardens and Sterling Residences, yes.
Yeah. So a bit more on the location, right? So Skye at Holland is right opposite One Holland Village, diagonally opposite. Is if you go to One Holland Village, is one of my favorite places to go. So actually, a lot of times I meet clients there, or I even like go there and have a meal myself and my wife, right? I love the vibrancy around there. If you go there, if you have pets, you will love it. And there's many eateries around. So of course, a short walk away is also the old Holland Village, where also even more eateries are around, your gyms around there as well. So it's a very vibrant place to go to.
Yeah, when I think of that place, it's like very colourful and bright, right?
Yeah, and the hawker centre is there as well in the Old Holland Village. So if you want cheaper food, there is also options available around there. So I think it's a pretty good area. I would love to stay there, but
what? Okay.
Okay, so a bit more on the connectivity, right? So if you look at where Skye at Holland is located, it is actually around 300 meters away from the Holland Village MRT, which is around 4 to 5 minutes walk lah. You go through the one Holland Village and also go through the Old Holland Village as well, and then you will reach the Holland V MRT. And one stop away is Buona Vista MRT as well. And then from there then on, you can actually connect to all your different areas in town. If you go 2 stops, actually you will reach Botanic Gardens MRT, and then from there, downtown line, of course, you can go to your downtown and your workplaces as well. So connectivity-wise, is very, very convenient. All right. Next, we'll talk about the site plan. So if you look at the site plan, right, actually, there are a number of things to take note. So there are 3 pools, one 50-meter lap pool, a leisure pool, and a kids pool. So if you look closely, the kids pool is actually tucked very nicely. Let me just go and write for you. It's tucked very nicely around this corner. So if you are afraid of noise, or maybe you feel like, sometimes weekends the kids will play on the pool or maybe have swimming lessons, actually developers are very, very smart. They actually put the kids pool quite far away so that the blocks are quite far away from the pool. So you won't really hear that much of the noise level coming from the pool. Right, there are 2 function rooms, 1 main gym. So actually, Skye at Holland being a big development, right, you can actually expect most of the typical facilities to be there. Yeah. However, if you are a tennis player, this condo does not have a tennis court. So I have a lot of clients that actually want to, play tennis or whatever. They always have to go to their friend's house. This one, similarly, you do have to go to someone else's house because this plot does not give you a tennis court. All right, block to block, right, is quite interesting. From block 2 and block 6, these two, actually they are around 29 meters apart, which is quite interesting because normally for condos, right, is at most 25 meters apart. For this one, it's a little bit further. So you do not, I think it's still further away from your neighbors. All right. Okay, so very interestingly, Skye at Holland is also branded as kind of like a luxury condo as well. Normally when you see this, so what is this, right? This is called the celebration area, right? And the celebration area is quite interesting. The facilities are all going to be there, including your function rooms, your great lawn. There's a great lawn. So normally when a developer chooses to put a great lawn in the condo, right, it is typical of a luxury product lah. So normally when you go to a luxury, like where our mayor mansion or like all the luxury condos, you will see a big lawn, and that lawn can be used for example, your play area for your pets, or just go and walk your dog or whatever. So this screams luxury, right? So let us just go to this. So I think Agatha is very excited about this lah, so she will talk about it.
Yeah, all right. So there are actually, there's a main gym, okay, which is 140 square meters. Okay, the photo is actually behind, sorry. So there's something that I love is actually the private gym. So, girls being girls, right? When we go to those normal gym, we'll feel a little bit intimidated.
Yeah.
You know why?
Because
what?
As in what? Like
why would we feel? Yeah, because too many guys
staring.
Yeah, so
okay, I don't stare, but anyways, yeah.
Yeah, so when we do workout, right, we'll be afraid. Are we doing something wrong? If someone look at us, so
I think even for guys also.
Oh really?
Like they were scared the form wrong or whatever. So like I think it's the same.
Actually, guys more tell to be doing it wrong. Yeah, so. There is a private gym. Okay, so for ladies, if you feel, worried or what, we can actually, book that session in the private gym. And also there's a yoga room. And that yoga room, you can invite your girlfriends over to do have a private session. So I feel this is really well thought of. Yeah. And there's also an outdoor fitness area where you can practice your high rocks.
Yeah, if you are into fitness, yes. I think a lot of people stay at Holland, they have gyms around there or whatever, but at your doorstep in the condo, I think you can also, indulge in your fitness.
I want to ask you one question.
Yes.
Do you know what high rocks mean? My husband recently asked me.
No, I have no idea.
Okay, I'll tell you. It's hybrid rock star.
Hybrid Rockstar. Rockstar is in ROCK.
Like Rockstar.
Wow. So now you're
Quite cool, right?
This is Hyrox is Hybrid Rockstar.
Yeah.
We'll never try, but
We will never try what,
we'll
Hyrox?
never try. Yeah, I don't think
okay,
so. I think it's
Okay,
gonna take a
sorry,
bit
we're
of
not
training.
the athletic kind of.
But if you can use the fitness garden, and then you can train for your Hyrox. All right. So next, right? Okay. So this one, if you notice, the pools are all located at the third story. So actually, Skye Holland is an elevated land. So the condos will start from the third story onwards, and then the first level, of course, it will be higher as well. Yeah, so we'll talk a bit more about that later. And okay, so now we talk about the stacks facing, right? If you look at this slide over here, both blocks are actually orientated 46 degrees north-south. So you do not actually get a direct west sun into the units, and this also creates an equal distribution of the units facing across the development. So for Skye Holland is quite interesting because all of the facings, right, you are facing something beautiful. If you look at the block here, right, you are actually facing the GCB area, and that view will never change. And if you look at this other block here, block 6, you are facing the old Holland Village, the new Holland Village, and also the CBD area in the distance as well. And in the middle, if you are looking at the inward facing one, you are facing the pool. So no matter where you look, you're actually facing something that's pretty decent, I would say. Not like other condos where sometimes you face highway, sometimes you face like I don't know what you face, like, you know.
Yeah.
But normally this is quite rare.
I think it's more than decent. It's nice.
Yeah. So the outer facing units, like I said, block 2, right? This one will face the pool and also the landed enclave. So this one will actually face the pool and landed enclave. Let me just draw for you. Yeah. So pool, landed enclave, and then block 6 will face the city. And also CBD.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. So this is just one example of what the stacks will face. This one is for block 6. They will look at the Holland Village over here, and then ahead is the CBD. Singapore Botanic Gardens is also here. Yeah. And then here we have the block 2, whereby the good class bungalows, the GCBs are over here, and Bukit Timah Nature Reserve is here as well. So you do get to see a bit of a mountain, which is quite rare in Singapore.
But for this facing, right, even though there's no like direct west sun, I do see that there will be slight, because towards diagonally.
Correct. So for this one, right, there will be a slight west sun coming into the units facing the GCB area. Even the block 6, right? Let me just go back. Even the block 6, I think this facing will also get a little bit of the west sun. So do take note also, if you are looking directly at the GCB area that facing, right, there will be a bit of a west sun coming in as well. Yeah. Okay. So take note also, right, there will be a new upcoming BTO block called Holland Vista, scheduled to be completed in 2029. It consists of 342 units, so it's actually over here. This area over here. So if you are buying maybe the stack around here, you might be looking a little bit at the Holland Vista BTO. Although it's not directly blocking your view, maybe the slanted view will be slightly obstructed. So this one can be something you can take note as well if you are looking for that stack.
Towards the right side.
Correct. So stack 16, later we will show you the entire stack separation, then you will know more. Yeah.
So when they are completed in 2029 is almost the time where Skye is going to TOP as well.
Yeah.
Until 2029.
Yeah. So if you love the view that's slanted, right, then it will be blocked lah. But most of the time, even for Skye Holland, if you look straight, right, you will still see pretty much the entire landscape.
Correct.
You get a high enough floor.
Yes.
Yeah. So for Skye, right, the third story will be where, like I said, the facilities are located at. It is also where the levels will start counting. So your lowest residential unit is already elevated by more than 20 meters from the road level. This will likely clear your One Holland Village, because One Holland Village actually, if you know, is 7 stories high. So if you are 20 meters above the road level, and then your second floor starts from, a distance away, right, you can actually clear and see the view ahead of One Holland Village already. Yeah.
Which is around, we are starting from around like level 7 if you want to count from ground.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah, so next will be the unit distribution. So as you can see, we do have 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, and 4 bedrooms. So looking at the unit mix, right, there are actually more than half, which is 55% of the 2-bedders. It's actually a clear sign that the developer designed this project with having investors in mind. Why? Because these units are actually overall lower in price, and it's also easier to rent out. So in the end, it still boils down to entry price,
Yes.
right? So the next half, which is around 45%, would be consisting of the 3, 4, and the 5 bedrooms. So this is actually important to note also because it means that the project isn't just for investment, but it also appeals to family that are who are looking to stay in this area. They love the location and the convenience. So this will then give the condo a little bit more community feel. Yeah, not just like investors staying or for renting.
Sure.
Yeah, so whether you're an investor or family looking for this next home, it actually works both ways. Yeah.
Yeah, I think just one thing to know also, if you look at the maintenance fee, actually is considered very cheap for a condo like that. So normally the CCR condos, they will command a bit more of maintenance fees. So I've seen even CCR condos going to $1,000 per month. So for $390 to $520 for the 5-bedroom, I think is very, very affordable.
Yeah. I was selling one home at near Novena for 1 bedroom, right? The maintenance fee is $450.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where is it?
No, okay, cannot see.
Cannot see. Yeah. But anyways, it happens lah. Yeah.
Yes.
Really.
Okay, so let's move on to the floor plan analysis. So starting off with 2-bedroom first. So this 2-bedroom is 2-bed, 1 bath, 54 square meters, 581 square feet. So for this layout, there are 2 stacks, which is stack 15 and stack 18. Okay, so you help me draw, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, so moving in. Okay, so we go from the main door.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so once we move in, we'll be seeing the kitchen on our right. Okay, so the thing about the kitchen is not enclosed, so it may not appeal to some of the owners here. Right? It's an open kitchen. It's an efficient dumbbell layout. We can see both left and right side. So there's no wasted space for corridor. And we do have 2 bedrooms and 1 bath. Yeah, so the master bathroom is Jack and Jill with the bathroom. Yep. Okay, so for all bedrooms, you can actually fit queen size. Okay, so next. Okay, so we have actually done this analysis of what is a safe entry price for Skye 2-bed, 1 bath. Okay, so we actually use One Holland Village to compare with Skye. What we did, right, was, okay, because One Holland Village is a non-harmonized project, whereas Skye is a harmonized project. In fact, it's the first harmonized project in the
Holland area.
Yes, correct. Yeah. So harmonized means layout will be very, very efficient. So what we did was we took One Holland Village because it's the nearest neighbor. Yeah, so we took that. One Holland Village for their 2-bed, 1 bath. Okay, shown over here. 2-bed, 1 bath. Their layout. 689 square feet, and they were transacted at $2.03 million. PSF is 2,900. So what we did was we adjusted to a harmonized, we minus 7%. So it then becomes 641 square feet, and we adjusted the PSF to this square feet, which turns out to be 3,179.
Yep.
So if you ask what is the safe entry price for Skye 2-bed, 1 bath, it will be if you can purchase something that is below 3,001.
For the 2-bed, 1 bath.
Correct.
Yes.
We do feel that it's safe. Okay, so we do have this price matrix. Okay, it is an estimated price matrix. Please note, it is not official. It is not from the developer. This is what we estimate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you can see, based on the 3001 PSF, the quantum will be at 1.8 million. So to be honest, if you can purchase something at like 1.8 million below the 2 million transacted, it's actually very, very safe.
Yes. Yes.
All right. So next. 2-bedroom premium. So this is the 2-bed, 2 bath, 63 square meters. It's stack 2, stack 5, 11, and 14. So I do have the arrow pointing. Yeah. So for stack 2, 5, and 11, you do get the pool view. For stack 5, you do get the GCB views, and stack 14, you do get the CBD view. Yeah, so for this layout, okay, once you enter the main door, very good. Kitchen is tucked one corner.
Yes.
Okay, but take note that there is no window for this kitchen.
Yep.
Yeah. So a common bedroom, once we enter, okay, we can see that the bedroom on the right is actually ensuite. It comes with a Jack and Jill bathroom.
Yes.
Yeah, and then for master bedroom and master bath as well lah. Yeah, so separate living and dining, and you do get a balcony as well.
Yeah.
So just take note for level 4, 12, 19, 26 and 33, there are RC ledge, the reinforced concrete ledge. Yeah, so sometimes owners wouldn't like to have this ledge in front of you because, you know, when people throw things down,
right.
then you have like tissue stuck there.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Okay, so I have to take note. But anyways, this layout is one of the better two-bedder layouts that it's very efficient.
Yes.
Yeah, and the master bedroom can also put a king size, which is also quite interesting. King size plus maybe some spot for a bedside table where you can see there. So pretty efficient and pretty big, I would say. Yeah. So 678 actually is your 710, 720 in your old non-harmonized, pre-harmonized calculation.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so moving on to 2-bedroom plus study. Okay, so for 2 bedrooms, there are 3 different layouts. So this is the third layout, 2-bedroom plus study, 68 square meter. So these are on stack 1, 6, 7, and 10. Yeah, so you do get the inward facing and the outward GCB facing.
Yep.
So do note that for stack 10, you do have an advantage. Why? Because in front is technically unblocked. So you can probably see the CBD area as well as the pool view. Yeah. So once we enter from the main door, similarly tuck away kitchen, and we have 2 bedrooms. Okay, so Jack and Jill as well. And then the main thing to highlight here is the study. So study is actually located in the master. It's integrated part of the master, and the good thing about this, it actually offers the flexibility, be it that you need to use it for work or personal use. But if let's say you do not want this study in your bedroom, you can actually remove and then create this like a small nursery if you're a small family lah. Yeah, so
it's like a flex room lah. You know, some condos there, some layout there, the flexi room. I think this study is somewhat like a flexi, except they have a table over there.
Correct. Yeah. And if you actually remove this, right, this whole bedroom creates a bigger space, right? And it's estimated about 15 square meters, which is huge lah. Yes. All right, so let's move on to the 3-bedroom layout. So 3-bedroom layout is 85 square meter, 915 square feet. So the stack we do have is 2 of the stacks, which is stack 12 and stack 16.
Yep.
So for stack 12, we are actually facing the swimming pool. Stack 16 was the one that Felix mentioned earlier. We do have to take note because on the right side, the new BTO is coming up, but you still do get the CBD views. Right, okay, so once we enter from the 3-bedroom, from the main door, okay, so similarly, we do have the tuck-away kitchen. For this kitchen, take note that there's windows.
Yeah,
so you can use it for natural ventilation.
Yes.
So we do similarly separate living and dining. It's actually the conventional layout. You do have that corridor, but you can see on this floor plan that the corridor isn't too long.
Yes.
Yeah, so
efficient space lah. I think long corridor is a wasted space, right?
Yeah, not too much wasted space. So for this layout, all bathrooms, they do have windows. Yeah, so there's natural ventilation for this.
Which is important. I think bathroom with windows are lifesavers.
For me, I don't really need lah.
Okay.
Not that smelly. All right. So, what is a safe entry price for Skye's 3-bedder? So similarly, we have compared with One Holland Village. So One Holland Village have transacted for 1098 square feet. They transacted at $3.4 million. All right. So the PSF is $3,100. And if let's say we adjust it to post-harmonized, it will be 1021 square feet. And if we adjust the PSF, it will be 3,366. So based on the price metrics that we have done up, okay, if it's 3,003 PSF and below, it will be safe, which turns out to be about 3 million. Yeah,
Yep.
so if you can purchase this 3-bedroom at 3 million and below, right below 3.4, I would feel, to be honest, actually, if it's below 3.4, I feel it's safe.
Yeah, I think quantum-wise
Yeah.
is safe. And likely in the future, will you be able to sell at a higher quantum? I think most likely safe to say yes lah. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So because they have already transacted this price now, but when we are gonna sell in future, the owner's gonna sell is 4 years time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's already safe to know that we can exit at that price.
Yes.
Yeah. So we move on to the 3-bedroom premium, which is 100 square meter, 1076 square feet. So this is located at stack 3 and stack 13. Okay, so stack 3 inward facing, stack 13 is the CBD view. Okay, so once we enter from the main door, okay, you do get to see this dry kitchen. So you can take a look at the picture on the right. Okay, so we have seen the show flat. Okay, this is provided. It's really, really nice. It looks very sleek. So this dry kitchen, right, they do have like display shelf and also the glass pull-out drawers. Yeah, so this tabletop is actually sintered stone. It can double up as a bar counter as well that can connect to the kitchen.
Right.
Okay, so for the kitchen, okay, I'm sure most families will love this, growing families.
Yeah.
Why? Because there's a yard and there's also a WC.
Yeah.
So it's a 3-bedroom and 3 bath.
Yes.
Okay, so once you enter the kitchen, similarly also there's a window at the yard area. You can see there's a WC. There is also a home shelter. Yeah, so sometimes, there's only like yard but without a bomb shelter.
Yes.
Sometimes you have bomb shelter but no yard.
Yep.
Yeah, so this is the best of both worlds. Okay, so once we come out, there's the dining and separate living leading to the balcony. From the dry kitchen all the way to the balcony, it's about 10 meters long. Okay. So it's the same for all bathroom. There's also windows and natural ventilation can actually happen over there.
Yes.
Master bedroom slightly bigger. Yeah, so definitely can fit a king size bed.
Yeah, so I really love this 3-bedroom premium layout because normally for dry kitchen, wet kitchen, you can only find maybe in 4-bedders starting from.
Correct.
Kind of. So this
Correct.
3-bedder is actually making the most out of the space that they have given us. So I think this is pretty cool. Yeah, but of course, for 3-bedders, you expect a longer walkway.
Correct.
So there's the corridor space.
Yeah. Another thing is, I feel because if you have been to resale homes, condo to view houses, sometimes in the master bedroom, there's another balcony. But to be honest, right, maybe the first year you'll really use the balcony. After subsequently, you'll use it only as a storage area.
I mean the master bedroom balcony.
Correct. Yeah.
I think you won't even use on the first year. That one you go out.
So to be honest, it's not really efficient, the space. So we can see here that there isn't any balcony on the master.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can all use the balcony in the living area.
Nice.
Okay, so 4-bedroom. For 4-bedroom, there's actually 2 layouts. For 4-bedroom, the first one is 4-bed, 3 bath, 115 square meter, 1238 square feet. So this will be facing stack 9 and stack 17. So stack 17 is the same. Even though it's inward facing, you might get the GCB views.
Yes.
Yeah. And for stack 9, you do get the CBD views. All right. So for 4-bedroom onwards, okay, there are private lift. Okay, so once you enter from the private lift, you do get the lift lobby.
Yep.
And once you come out, there's a separate dining and living.
Yeah.
But for this, sadly, there's no landscape living and dining. That's my favorite.
Yeah, but this one is...
Yeah, so it's okay. We still have the dry and the dry and the wet kitchen over here. So for wet kitchen, it's huge. We have the yard, WC, home shelter. Okay, so if you can see number 5, right, there's actually an additional storage space.
Yes.
So if let's say, the home shelter, if you need to use for like for your helper or other storage space, right, you need for other things, you can actually use number 5, the storage additional storage space to store your stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on to the bedrooms. Okay, so we do have 4 bedrooms over here. And then there's also a bathroom at number 6. Yeah, shared by the 3 bedrooms. And then the master bedroom as well. You can see the closet is very, very long over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for the ladies, not to worry. Yeah, you can fully utilize the space over here.
Maybe not even enough.
Yeah, maybe lah. Depending. Yeah. Okay, so moving on to the 4-bed premium. Okay, this is one of my favorite layouts because of the landscape living. I really love this.
So this is what Agatha meant by the landscape living. The previous one, 4-bedroom, that's a bit smaller, right? They don't really have the landscape living. It's a bit longish. So this one is the one with landscape living. Yeah.
Correct. So for this, there's only one stack. 136 square meters, 1464 square feet. It will be located at stack 4. So actually, if you can see this entire row, right? Stack 4 will be the 4-bedroom premium.
Yes.
And then towards the right on the orange color,
this
that one is the 5-bedroom.
Right.
So from this, we can actually see that this whole row will be the premium row.
Yes. So most expensive, probably also in this row.
Yes, correct. So you do with the way they place it is they will get the best facing. Yes. All right. So over here you also have your exclusive private lift, and then this landscape living. Right? Why I love it because it maximizes your entire view. Yeah, it makes the house really huge.
Yes.
So for the living and dining, it's marble flooring, ducted aircon. And for this kitchen, right, you can see this dry kitchen. There's also an island in the middle, which is very good because for us, when you prepare your food, we need additional space for food prepping.
Yes.
Yeah, and then you have your yard, storage area, home shelter, and WC.
Yes.
For the wet kitchen area.
Yeah, this 4-bedroom premium is really quite great, I would say. Like they have put a lot of thought into this, so nothing much to actually ask for already. If you want a 4-bedder,
most efficient ever.
One of the most one. I think with the island there, I think we don't really get this in other condos as well. So this one, I think if you really can go for it and you really want to have a good own stay, I think this 1464 square feet one is the 4-bedder to choose.
Yes, correct. Yeah, so for this, right, you also have a junior master bedroom. So it's an ensuite. And then the rest of the 2 other common bedrooms, you get to share that common bathroom.
Yes.
And for the master bedroom, right, you can see that there is a walk-in wardrobe. Yes. So the walk-in wardrobe, it comes with full glass door with sensor lighting.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is a luxury.
Right, yes. So I think you really should go and look at it. Is it at the SHOWFLAT? Yeah. Yeah, so you can go and see at the SHOWFLAT also. They will show you everything as well.
Yes. All right, so what is a safe entry? So for 4-bedder, I actually use this second layout to compare with. So for One Holland Village, right, 2088 square feet have already transacted at 7.15 million.
Wow.
Yeah, which is 3004 PSF. So if we post-harmonize the size of this, it will be 1,900 square feet. And we adjust the PSF, it will then turn out to be 3,006.
Yes.
So what's a safe entry price for a 4-bedder, which is 3,006 PSF, we will feel.
Yeah. Okay, so I think to take note also, the 3,686, right, is of course we have adjusted the PSF due to the harmonization. But One Holland Village only has 1 transaction sold.
Yeah.
So right now, I mean, we are going to talk about that later also. So we have to take note also because we want to get more information. But for now, One Holland Village only has 1 transaction sold.
Cannot compare much.
So we can't really use that to compare that much also. Yeah.
But at least there's 1 sold.
Yeah, at least there's 1 sold. So, I mean, it's newly TOP lah. So, likely in the coming days, there will be more sold. But the benchmark has already been set at 3,000, I think 700 plus PSF already. Yeah, around there.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Okay, so we move on to the biggest layout, okay, for Skye, which is the 5-bedroom premium. So, definitely there will be a private lift, 164 square meter. So this is stack 8, like I mentioned earlier. The premium row, so you'll be facing GCB, and also you do get the pool view.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the photo of the kitchen. You can see. Yes.
Right.
The island.
Looks very luxury.
Right, sophisticated.
Yeah.
Yeah. So same living and dining will be marble flooring, ducted aircon. So 6-meter frontage for a balcony.
Yes, it's quite a longish balcony lah.
Correct. So you can even use your balcony space for like alfresco dining if you need to.
Yeah.
It would be lovely to host in this space.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes. Then so also you do get for the wet kitchen, the yard, home shelter, storage, and also the WC.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for the bedrooms, okay, we can actually see the junior master.
Yep.
It's huge, so you do get an ensuite. And for bedroom 3 and 4, it's actually Jack and Jill.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's counted like an ensuite.
Toilet also.
Yes.
Yeah,
So every bedroom gets a bathroom except for bedroom 5.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have to take the common bathroom. Yeah, and for the master bedroom, yeah, you can see over here it's really long.
Yep.
You have your own walk-in wardrobe, and then you can see for the master bath, the picture below, there's a his and hers. Yeah,
Oh, wow,
and
there's
this
two
is
sinks.
correct, sintered
Right.
stone.
Yes.
And you can see, right, this sintered stone is like integrated inside.
So it's very
And
nice.
it's
It is,
expensive.
yeah.
Yeah, because I'm
Luxury,
currently
luxury.
renovating my house. I did
Okay.
ask for this. But I did
You all have a his and hers.
no lah.
Oh, okay.
But I wanted this kind of like drop down sink, right?
Yeah.
There's two kinds. One is this sintered stone. Another one they just put the sink below.
Right.
Yeah, so he did mention I wanted this because I've seen so many
Yeah.
new launch.
Show flats, right?
Correct. Yeah, I wanted this, but he said it's expensive. So yeah, developer is giving this to you.
Yeah.
Of course, you pay for it.
Yeah, you pay for it, like you pay for what you get. So, so actually this 5-bedder really screams like exclusivity, and there's only one stack, right? So
Yes.
we are only getting like maximum how many units around there. And this one likely will be a big, I think the 4-bedder, 5-bedder, they will likely be the own stay crowd that will go and buy. Yeah, and this one totally screams own stay because like you can really stay very comfortably over there. Then short walk down, you will get your 1 Holland Village.
Yeah,
your
so it's
Holland
really
Village.
about
So
the
it's-
convenience.
Yes.
Okay, but what's the safe entry price for this? So we compare to 1 Holland Village as well. Transacted already was 3,455 square feet, and it was transacted at 11
Wow.
million, 11.4.
Yeah, man.
Yes, so 3,003 PSF.
Yes.
If you adjust to post-harmonize, it will be 3,002 square feet. And if you adjust the PSF, it will be 3,500
Right.
PSF. So at 3,500 PSF, for the price metrics, it's actually going at $6.1 million.
Right.
Yeah, so it's almost double of 1 Holland Village prices.
As in double or...
Yeah, so I mean like from 3,005 is 6.1 million ma.
Okay,
Then transacted for 1 Holland Village is already close to like 12 million.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's almost double. But of course, this is just an estimated. We are not sure.
Of the actual price, yeah.
Correct. Yeah, it will only be reviewed on the actual day.
Yes.
Yes. So, but given that it's a 5-bedroom and it's more for own stay, if you really love it, then you can just go for
Yeah, I
it.
think for own stay is really all about emotions, right?
But this kind of pricing, right? To be honest, you can actually go for landed, right?
Yes. Other areas maybe, yeah, or maybe even a terrace at the same kind of location.
For
as well.
actually, okay, for 6 million, District 19, you can even buy a corner or sometimes even
Semi-D.
like, correct,
Yeah,
a smaller
yeah.
semi-D. Yeah, so it's really depending on your preference. I mean, landed homes, they call it the Apex product. Yeah, so it really depends on your preference. Like if you want like, single plate, then condo.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so let's move on. We dive deeper to the prices that are transacted recently.
Yes. So so we are gonna use this chart, right, to show what has already been transacted recently. As you all know, this year has been rife with a lot of new launches, and a lot of new developments are selling at new benchmark prices. So maybe I'll go through this table a little bit. So if you all know River Green, Robertson Opus, Upper House at Orchard Boulevard, right, they are all in the CCR region. They are all area harmonized. And they have already transacted on average 3,116 all the way to 3,359. And the highest PSF sold is 3,588 all the way to 3,737. So if you can see this, right, and the first day, first day, the performance was quite incredible. For River Green, I think it was around 85% sold on the first day itself. And now, at our current juncture of filming, it is 88% sold already. Yeah, so we do have to take note that this means something, right? What does this mean? The buyers in Singapore, they actually are just waiting for the right product to enter into. And they actually are accepting this kind of prices where normally in the past, they might not accept. Yeah, so if you go to a SHOWFLAT nowadays, right, you will see that on the, especially recently Springleaf, right, I tried to get a unit over there, I couldn't get it even with the VIP, because in front of me, at the VIP slot, there was already 300 people in front of me. And then the next day, it was crazy. At 1,000 plus, you likely cannot get anything anymore. Yeah, so we look at the RCR region, right, Promenade Peak, Nava Grove and Linden Woods. Nava Grove is actually launched maybe 1.5 years ago to 2 years ago, but we will use this because it's quite near to the Holland area. Okay, so Promenade Peak, it was launched at 2,965 PSF on average, and the highest one actually hit around 3,520 PSF. So that's also quite a lot. And on the first weekend alone, around 56% was already sold already. Yeah, and for Nava Grove, having been launched for 2 years already, is also area harmonized. The highest sold is 2,748 PSF. And average PSF sold was 2,470 PSF. And now there's only left about maybe another 50 units.
Yeah, not much.
Not much, maybe even lesser. 85% sold already. Linden Woods is the top of the town now. Recently, I didn't expect Linden Woods to do so well. On the first day, 95% was already sold. Yeah. And the highest PSF transacted was 2,700. And average was around 2,460 PSF. And Linden Woods is not area harmonized.
Yes.
So we do have to take note of that as well. Which means that actually if they are harmonized, right, the PSF is actually much higher. And 95% sold on the first day. And Alta, the last one in OCR. So Alta is all the way in Clementi. It's not near the MRT. It's around 10 minutes, maybe around 10 minutes to the MRT.
Looks near, but actually not.
Looks near, yeah. And no school also. There's no school, Nanhua. It's Nanhua High, it's not Nanhua Primary School, right? So even that, right, has transacted at 2,881 PSF and average around 2,548 PSF. And on the first day, also around 60% was transacted. So I think this really gives us a crystal ball glance into next year's pricing or the future pricing benchmark that will be raised. So I think if Skye is launched at a good price or a good entry price, which we'll kind of share with you like what is a good entry price, then this will be the last chance to enter into a CCR property of current benchmark pricing.
Yeah,
I would say, yeah. So now we have to look at the return on investment, the ROI for 2-bedroom units, right? So before I share more about this, right, I want to let us all take note of these factors, right? Because in Holland, there are many boutique freehold developments that cannot be used as comparison, like just a short walk away from the Skye at Holland plot, there are a few condos such as Urban Edge, Ford Avenue, that side, there's a few condos all below boutique freehold, or below 80 units around there. So those are not really apple to apple because you don't really find a huge condo in Holland like Skye at Holland anymore. The closest comparison is One Holland Village, and of course further along we will use this as an example is Hyll on Holland, right? But Hyll on Holland is not located in the same vicinity also. For Hyll on Holland, it's actually at the Farrer Road area. Correct. In the Linden area, the Farrer Road area has always traditionally performed quite well. Your Somerville Park, your Spanish Village, they are all located around there, and they have normally performed quite well also. So the only other direct comparison, like I said, is One Holland Village, which as of now, we only have one transaction, which we will show you later as well. So let's look at what this means also. We will only be using Hyll on Holland because it's the latest new launch that TOP'd in the region, although it's a bit further away. Hyll on Holland, right, if you look at the average purchase price, back then when people bought, it was $1.57 million for their 2-bedroom units, which now we think about it, 2-bedroom units, you can buy 1.57 at Holland. At Farrer, I think this is a steal back then, but we didn't know, right? Yeah, we all didn't know that prices will go up so high. So average profit was around $182,000 and the ROI is 46%. So we have to take note also, even the 2-bed plus 1, you see the 614 square feet, they also went up and made owners $186,000, $300,000, and it's only within a span around close to 4 years, 3 years, 8 months. And why is this so? Because they bought earlier lah. Basically, just because they bought 6 months or maybe like 4 months earlier, they actually earn $40,000 more for the 2-bed, 1-bath. And the 657 is actually 2-bed, 2-bath. So we do have to take note of the timing we buy as well. And if the right entry price is there for you on the first day, then we might take advantage of the first mover's advantage and get a good unit and earn immediately. Yeah. So the next one we look at is the 3-bedroom units. So the 3-bedroom units, if we look at One Holland Village Residences, which recently transacted, right? 4.19 million is the purchase price for One Holland Village 3-bedroom units. 4.19 million in the past, which is also very cheap now considered today's pricings. And average profit is 489,000. So they actually get an ROI of 46% if we use down payment as a gauge, right? And is this 2 years? So you see the holding period is only 2 years, 26 days. So which means they even have to pay like a 4%
SSD.
Seller stamp duty to transact this unit. So I think the owners probably like think, we also don't know what's the true story behind this. Maybe they sell to family, maybe they sell to like their friend or whatever.
Maybe they need to migrate.
Yeah, so no choice, they had to take the 4% cut and then, but they still earn, even with the 4% cut, they still earn around 300 plus K.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's pretty okay for a 3-bedroom unit. For Hyll on Holland, you can see average purchase price is 2.74 million for the 3-bedroom unit, and the average profit for this one is actually 620,500 over a span of 3 years plus. Yeah, and the ROI for this, taking into account down payment, is 90%. So Hyll on Holland definitely is performing very well. I believe also because the entry price when they entered was really good. Back then, people already thought it was high already. But right now, when we think about it, every cycle we see a new high, and we really have to take note that today's pricing might look expensive, but in 4 years' time, 5 years' time, we might be looking at every single development new will be around 3 plus K already.
Yep, correct.
So I think I'm also very fearful.
We always tell our clients, say never to time the market when you want to enter.
Yeah, it's really timing the market, right? Like what we always say. So the right opportunity presents itself, I think we should take it lah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so now we want to talk about the upcoming land bids as well, because this will be very important to understand like what's going to happen in the future and what prices are going to flow towards. Okay, so we look at some of this upcoming land bids, right? Skye at Holland actually was sold at 1:285 PSF per plot ratio, and this is going to be launched, of course, soon, right? And then the next one, River Valley Green Paso B, which is right beside River Green, it was already sold at 1,420 PSF per plot ratio. And then OCR, we look at OCR Bayshaw, 1,388 PSF per plot ratio. And we look at the other OCR, Chuan Grove, also 1,376 per plot ratio, PSF per plot ratio, which means that these two OCR properties are going to go for around 2,700 PSF when they launch, because the developers will want to make some profit out of the buyers, right? So these two will likely go around 2,700 for OCR properties.
Not even RCR.
Not even RCR, OCR properties. Yeah, of course, Bayshaw is a very everybody loves Bayshaw.
Yeah,
so maybe there will be a kind of a new activity over there, or like a new, new perspective towards Bayshaw, but definitely going to be around 2,600 to 2,700 PSF, which means that if OCR is that price, then we look at all the 1,420, 1,410 at Daniel Road and 1,432 at Holland Link, which is the one that is closest to Skye at Holland right now, the next plot that is being sold, is all going to launch around 2.9 to 3K PSF. So for this pricing, 1,285 PSF, we can expect Skye at Holland to be the most sensitive in pricing. Of course, we don't know what developers will do. Maybe with One Holland Village nearby, they might puastan lah, but we never know lah, right? So hopefully developers are price sensitive and they will sell at a price that is around what we expect it to be.
Do take note that Holland Link is also not close to the MRT.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's actually nearer to the 6th Avenue.
6th Avenue, yes.
Yeah.
The landed area.
Yes. So I don't know what price they're gonna launch at, but probably around 3K. Yeah. And we look at the land bid analysis, right? So For the new land, so this is the Holland Link one. We're going to use it as a comparison because it's not very near, but it's also one of the nearest to this Skye at Holland plot lah. So if we look at it, right, the break even for 2402 for the Holland Link, right, is 2402. So let's say we add 7% area harmonization, is actually 2570 PSF. And the developers will want to make a profit. So if they make a meager 15% profit, right, I would say normally nowadays developers will want to earn more lah. But if it's 15% profit margin, they will have to sell at 2955 PSF. And if they want to make 20%, they will have to sell at 3084 PSF. So this will be the rough price for the Holland Link new development.
Actually, nowadays, 20% is quite normal.
It's quite normal. Yes. I think we even expect 30%. And most of the time, 30% also, I think the price is still okay. So if you go 30%, they will likely be launching at 3.2K PSF really, which is the new benchmark for the future.
Yeah. So for next year, we got to take note, most of the prices are launching above that.
Yeah. So that's why it's very important to get one this year.
Correct.
So we are
this year, there are 5 new launches coming
soon.
Yeah,
so hopefully they are priced sensitively and then we can go and enter lah.
Yes.
Yeah, for Holland Drive, Skye at Holland, this is a Skye at Holland one, which is a Holland Drive lah. So Skye at Holland, actually if you look at it, plus 7% area harmonization, from the break even is 2357 PSF, 15% profit margin is 2710 PSF, and then 20% profit margin is 2828 PSF. So actually we look at this, right? As long as we buy something around this price or maybe even slightly higher, 30% margin, I think it will be quite a safe entry. Of course, Agatha also shared the safe entry for each different type of layout. I think that can be followed as well. Yeah. So next one is the price metrics. So this price metrics, of course, like what Agatha shared, right, is not exactly the real one because prices will only be released on the launch day itself. So for now, we can only do an estimate. So if we look at the 2+1 bath, the 2-bed 1 bath, right? If we are starting from 2800 PSF, it will be around 1.62 million all the way to 1.97 million at 3.4K PSF. But if it's 3.4K PSF, I would say for 2-bed 1 bath, don't go and buy lah. Yeah, even above 3.2, I would say a bit scary already, right? So for the 2-bedroom premium, the 667 square feet with 2 baths, it is 1.867 million all the way to 2.26 million. For the 2-bed premium, 1.89 to 2.3. And then for the 732 2 plus study, we look at 2 million onwards to 2.48 million. 2 plus study, 2.08 to 2.52 million. So with the study, we do have to see whether the extra space makes sense. So let's say if it's 200K for the study, then I would say, of course, we don't go for it lah. But if it's maybe just 50K, if you really want to study, you love the area, because the layout is quite cool.
Small family, then you can consider.
And you can change it to like maybe a cot space, right, for the baby. So maybe that can be considered if it's a low enough price. And then for the 3-bedroom onwards is 2.5 million to 3.2 million. For the 3-bedroom premium is 3.3 million to 3.76 million. And then for the 4-bedroom onwards is 3.46 to 4.33. For the 4-bedroom premium with a private leave, right? This one.
And the landscape living.
And the landscape living is 4.24 to 5.27 million. And the last one, the 5-bedroom premium, which is the one that I hope that I can buy in the future, is 5.11 million to 6.35. Yes, I will be able to buy this 5-bedroom. I don't want to buy resale lah, but you'll see what happens in the future lah. Okay. So we look at site plan. This one actually we looked before already. So actually the price metrics, right, I want to say this, if you want our slides, right, we are going to be sending our slides to you. Just DM one of us. Later we will show you our contact also. Then we will share this entire information with you lah.
Yeah, feel free to text us.
So this is just a reflection of, just a reminder of the site plan again. And we want to share with you this very interesting prediction that we have done just to make your decision process more smooth. Hopefully this will help you, although we don't know the price yet. Yeah, from the cheapest to the most expensive, what we will be expecting lah. Okay, so the cheapest will likely be the pool facing units. So quite interesting lah. Normally the pool facing units will command a premium because it's pool facing. But for this one, the pool facing is the best, is the cheapest really, because the others you will likely be looking.
Because there's no like road noise or what, so
very interesting also like you will views everywhere. And pool facing is also pretty nice view. Like if you want a quieter or you want like a kind of like a tranquil kind of view, then pool facing would be good.
But pool facing normally like level 4 to level 6, you can get to see, I mean eye level the pool. If you are like the top floor,
Yeah, then you won't get Then you see neighbours
Yeah, neighbours opposite.
Yeah, so 29 meters
Yes.
Yeah, so you will see the neighbours a little bit. So block 6, stacks 01, 02, 03, 09, 10, right? They will be the cheapest, we believe. Because also this facing will get a little bit of the west sun. So this one we have to take note. And then block 2, the pool facing one, the one facing the other, maybe this side, this one, they will be stacked 11, 12, 17, 18. They will be the next cheapest,
Correct.
I think. And then we look at now the city facing stack, which is the block 6, this part. So this one, we still believe that it will be the third most, I think just shy of the most expensive lah, because they are city facing, and in the future, you don't know what will happen. So some buildings in distance might be further away. You will still see most of the landscape of the city, but maybe have like BTO, like what we said, the Holland Vista coming up. So they might be a little bit obstructive to the view lah. But I think from this vantage point, when we look at the view from a bird's eye view, right, we are pretty safe for the next 10, 15 years or so.
Correct.
Yeah, because even if they have BTOs, it will be quite a distance away.
No more land.
No more land already. Yeah, but the most expensive one will be block 2, stacks 04, 05, 06, 07, 08. Why? Because the landed enclave and pool facing, you get both pool and landed enclave. And the landed enclave, the GCB area and the Botanic Gardens, they possibly won't take away one. I mean, as in, it's confirmed that the government will always reserve these areas for that particular use. So your views are kind of confirmed forever.
Protected.
Yeah, protected. So this will likely be the most expensive one. Yeah, so we are gonna talk about the best stack to buy for investment. So take note also that later I will share more about it, but the pool facing lower floors might be the best to buy because they can capture the lower PSF. So normally what we advise for investment, we always look at the entry price, right?
Correct.
So entry price, normally the lower floors will command a better entry price compared to the higher floor. Because in Singapore, I always tell my clients, in Singapore, you don't see like a unit that is not taken one. Every unit is someone is staying there. Even the highway facing one, but the super noisy one, people are still staying there. So Singaporeans really they are okay. Most of them are okay with, depending on which demographic, they're okay with different facings. And most units can get sold. Just how long, right? So pool facing lower floors might be your best bet because in this development, pool facing is still the pretty good view to capture the lower PSFs. And for stack 9, the 4 plus private lift and the stack 10, right, 2 plus study, they might be priced slightly more expensive because let me go back to the site plan a little bit.
Yeah, they have this additional view.
Correct. So you see this, they actually get to see the city as well. So actually it's the unfair advantage. Slanted, they get a pool, and then in front, although further away, they get the city facing. So I think this one will be slightly more expensive than the rest of the other stacks around here. Yeah, so with this, hopefully it can give you a better gauge of what to maybe look out for so that you can plan as well when you're heading to the booking.
For investment.
Yes, and of course, hopefully you get a good ballot number, then you can get a good unit because let's say the ballot number is behind, then a lot of us also cannot get a unit.
We are foreseeing this to be quite crowded.
Yes. So we actually, before even we do this, right, there's quite a few that came to ask about Skye at Holland because they know also it's the last plot around there already.
The client is already looking to purchase this.
Correct. So actually, if they don't buy this, if they want so near to the one Holland Village, they probably have to go for the Holland Link one or maybe even further already. So the Holland Link one, by the way, like what Agatha shared, is not near to one Holland Village at all. Yeah, so this hopefully can give you a bird's eye view of what to look out for.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is what we can forecast for the rental. So if we take like one Holland Village rental trends, right, we can actually forecast for the 2-bedroom rental to be estimated around 4,600 all the way until 5,009 depending on the layouts if you have like an additional study. Then for the 3 bedrooms estimated to be around $8,600 and 4-bedroom to be around 9,900.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you are an investor looking for rental yield, okay, this is the page that you can look out for.
Yes.
Yes. When we purchase a property, we need to think of the future, which is about exiting. So we did a comparison between a mixed development and a development that is near Mixed D.
Yep.
All right, because Skye is actually near a mixed development.
Yes.
So we took this example. If we take a case study of Woodleigh area, there is actually this development, two developments. One is above Woodleigh Mall, which is Woodleigh Residences, and another which is just right opposite is called Park Colonia. So if we were to look at their prices right after TOP, right, we can see from the above line, for Woodleigh Residences, their entry PSF was actually $2,033, and then it went up to 2004 PSF. So the profit was roughly around 19%.
Yep.
Whereas for Park Colonia, it started with 1,007 on average, and it went up to 2002 PSF. So the profit was approximately about 28%.
Yes.
So actually, why did this happen? Because they are actually in the same area, right? It is because Woodleigh Residences, it is a mixed D.
Right.
Yeah, so when they will launch at a premium, which was higher, around 2,033. And you can see Park Colonia was 1,007.
Yes.
Yeah, so because mixed D usually commands a premium, because of the malls, the access to the MRT, the convenience that you have. Yeah, so they have a higher starting base.
Yep.
And Park Colonia being a pure residential development, the developer was very sensitive with the price. Okay, they did not price the premium inside.
Yes.
Yeah, so there's more room for appreciation. Okay, so if we take a look at the next case study, which is at Potong Pasir, Poise Residences versus Senet Residences.
Yep.
So for the mixed development is Poise Residence, and then for the near mixed D is Senet. So we can see that for Poise Residences, right, it was from 1,004 PSF and it grew to 2,000 PSF. So the profit was around 40%.
Yeah.
And for Senet, it was from 1,002. You can see that it's actually a lower base.
Yep.
And then it went up to 1,009.
Yep.
Profit was around 53%.
Yes.
Yeah, so it is the same as Woodleigh. Yeah, so what we can actually do is the same for Skye, because we are not a mixed D, we are near a mixed D.
Yeah.
So we can actually turn this premium that other people have into our opportunity.
Yep. I think one very interesting one is if you look at Lentor recently, right? Lentor Modern is going to TOP soon. Yeah, and Lentor Modern actually, because it was the first mixed development that was launched in the Lentor area, it was actually a bit cheaper than what later projects actually launched at. So for this case, Lentor Modern might be one of the best performing ones in the region because it's a mixed D, plus it's cheaper than the rest.
Correct.
So it's quite interesting. We are looking forward to see what the Lentor Modern people are selling at, and then the rest will ride on that and sell even higher.
Yes.
So yeah.
So if you are thinking about exiting, who are your buyers? I mean, we've definitely seen on the news that the HDB near this area, like Queenstown, they are actually, or Clementi, they have already transacted at very, very, very high price, above 1 million. In fact, Queenstown, I think the latest was about 1.5.
1.5 for
Dawson area.
5 room?
For HDB, I guess so, yes.
Yeah, so interestingly for Queenstown is crazy. Even the 4-room old, 20 plus years old, right? Was sold for $1+ million.
Even Tiong Bahru as well.
Yeah, so I mean, this is the area whereby I mean, we are going to do Penrith as well, so look out for that. But yeah, this is quite an interesting area.
Yeah, so we can foresee HDB upgraders coming from this area. Okay, and also because for Skye Holland, for the smaller, the two bedrooms, you might appeal to investors and young professionals because this place is very hippie and very vibey, right? And for the 3 bedrooms, we can foresee families or sometimes even investors. Families who want lifestyle and convenience, they will be looking to purchase.
For sure.
Yeah, this area lah. Yeah, so maybe Felix, you can share about what's not so good about this.
So for the not so good, right? Sadly for Skye Holland, there are no schools within 1 km. So if you are someone that has a kid and you foresee bringing him or her to a school nearby, there are no schools within 1 km. The premium price tag, secondly, is likely to be the case with every jump in level commanding more. So which means, normally we will look at every jump being 8 to 10K. For this one, we don't know, maybe 12 to 15K, we still have yet to see lah. Okay, and many freehold developments nearby which serves as direct competitors in the future. So like I said just now, if you look at the Holland region, there are a lot of smaller boutique freehold kind of like properties around. So in the future, will we actually see buyers wanting to go and buy into the freehold? Because there's still a consensus in the older batch of people, right, that freehold is better.
Yeah.
But through our research, we also know that it's always not the case, because freehold, you also command 300 to 400 PSF higher. So in that sense, is it really worth it lah? Of course, for own stay, that's really up to you. But for investment-wise, I think leasehold would likely be the better choice.
If you would like us to share with you about, our strategies for investment, feel free to drop us a text.
Yes,
we'll share with you. Yeah, our team is very focused on real estate investment for residential units.
Yes. So the good, right? Actually, we all know what's the good. I mean, as in me and Agatha, we have talked about it. And like I said, One Holland Village is one of my favorite places to meet people, because when I go there, I just feel like the mood is very light and happy, because there's big open spaces. You see dogs around. I don't have a dog at home, but when you go there, you just get to see dogs without having to, take care of them, right?
You were saying, what did you say? You say you want to
I
see the dog,
I want to see the dogs, but I don't want to take care of them, because I mean, it's a responsibility. So like when I go there, I see like the dogs, I feel happy, and I get to eat like nice food. Xiang Xiang Hunan is over there as well, and I love that, by the way.
Okay.
Is cool lah. Yeah. So extremely convenient. You get to go to your Holland V MRT within like 4 minutes to 5 minutes walk if you walk fast, and then if you walk slow, it's like 6 minutes at most. And then everything is around there, so you don't really have to move out of that area at all.
Correct.
And this area has proven mass market appeal. I think for the longest time, Holland V has always been a place where a lot of people go to, and the condos around the area, all the way to the fairer area, has always received quite a good amount of demand over there. And like Agatha shared just now, there are many $1 million HDBs in the vicinity. All the way to the Ghim Moh area, all the 5-room flats over there are also hitting $1 million already. And who knows how much more HDB prices can go. So if they really set a new benchmark for like 1.2 million for all this area, even for the 4-room, even Punggol nowadays.
Recently, I viewed
recently.
HDB EM at Hougang.
Yeah.
1.5 million.
Yeah, HDB EM also 1.5 million. Punggol, the North Shore, also got 800 plus K already transacted. So actually, we are looking at not just the private properties being of a new benchmark,
Correct.
the HDBs are also of a new benchmark. So government is not actually doing their job.
No, they are. They are. Please.
They are doing their job, but they have two jobs. One is to keep HDB prices low, right?
Yes.
The other one is to continue moving the private properties prices up and more. So they are trying very hard. They are trying very hard. So take back what I said, but
please.
These are the good . I would see this as if everything is priced correctly, right? And in the future you price it correctly as well when you sell, the demand should be quite high for this area. Yeah, of course, in the coming days, we shall use One Holland Village residences as a gauge to see how transactions will go. But I think for this development, if the entry price is correct, I think we can just go for it because it's the last GLS plot in that region.
Yes. If you see the next slide, right, we can just compare between RCR and CCR. So we can see that, definitely CCR prices will always be higher than RCR, right? But if we compare to 2010, back 15 years ago, we can see that RCR PSF average was around 1,003. And then for CCR, it was on average about 2,000. So the gap, right, was actually 53% apart. But right now, after 15 years have passed, we can see that the gap between the CCR and RCR has actually narrowed to 15%. So we can actually take full use of this opportunity that the gap is not huge, right? To enter into a CCR project.
Yes.
Because we will never know what will happen to CCR prices again. It might go up and widen into like 50+% again. Yeah, so for CCR prices on average now, for new launch is already around 3,001 PSF.
For CC, yeah.
Correct. So, I mean, if you want to use this as a general guideline for Skye, entering below 3,001 PSF is probably safe. It's definitely safe.
Yeah.
Because other development have already transacted at this PSF.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we have come to the end of our
first. Yeah.
Yes, high five, bro. Yes.
Yeah.
You can feel my sweaty palms.
I cannot feel just because it's a short while only. But
Yeah.
yes, thank you so much for watching.
Yes, feel free to contact us if you need any analysis of the new developments that are coming. So look forward to other new development reviews.
Yeah. We'll be doing a bit more lah.
Yeah,
so
Faber.
Penrith, all those developments that we are very interested to kind of present our views on.
Yes.
And I mean, we try to be objective lah in all that we do also. So thank you for
Correct.
watching, and if you like it, then
Please.
like, share.
And subscribe.
Yeah.
I never thought I would say this sentence. Please
Yeah.
like, share, subscribe
Yes.
to our channel and our socials as well.
So if you want the slides, you can reach out to us. Our numbers are on the slides in the screen. So reach out to us, WhatsApp us, and we can have a chat if you are keen to understand more lah.
All right.
Yeah. So
See
thank you.
Soon.
See
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.